Hey, good morning. Welcome back to It's a Long Way Through. Let me ask you a question. When is enough enough? I did a video a couple days ago on living life more simply, just a simpler life. And I guess I didn't get it all off my chest because I want to do a follow-up today about that video. And I think I'm going to name this one, When is Enough Enough? So let me give you an example of what I'm talking about. We get so caught up, and this has been going on forever, trying to keep up with the Jones. You've heard that expression, trying to keep up with the Jones. Whether it's a bigger garage, bigger house, whatever it is, bigger lawnmower. And on top of that, I think sometimes, I know I did when I was younger, in my 20s, I believe part of my identity was my truck. I had to have a big, excuse my French, ass truck. And it needed to be me. It needed to be an outlet of me, or I needed to identify myself, I believe, my identity through that truck. And whether it's a truck, your house, your vacations you take, the clothes you wear, we get caught up in trying to have the best of the best, I think. And we get caught up in believing our identity is wrapped up in what we wear and what our house looks like and how big it is and what we drive and who we hang out with and what we do for work and all of this. Our education, where our education was, what college we graduated from, what town we live in. I could go on and on and on. But when is enough enough? So I buy that 3,000 square foot house that was, I don't know, 700,000 in the neighborhood. And I've got the biggest house in the neighborhood. And then somebody goes and puts an addition on their house and it's twice the size of mine, and now they have the most expensive house. That happens all the time. We've all heard the expression, there's always somebody bigger, faster, stronger, or bigger, faster, stronger, more talented in particular areas. Nothing we can do about that. All we can do when I address that is work hard and be the best version of ourselves, right? That's all we can do. But with the houses and the trucks and the cars and all that stuff, folks, there's only so even the richest guy in the world only makes so much money. And he might be the richest at that point, but there's always going to come along, somebody's going to come along, make more money, and always build something bigger and better, if you would, right? I don't know. And I'm guilty of this. Why did it take me decades, or take some of us decades, to figure that out and try to relax about it? I don't know. Maybe some of you haven't. Maybe you never do. Don't get me wrong. If I had a lot of money, all of a sudden I won, the Powerball, I'm not saying I wouldn't get a bigger truck, if you would, or my housing arrangements wouldn't change. But I don't believe I do things anymore to keep up with the, actually, I know I don't. I don't do things to keep up with the Jones anymore. I know for me, the things that I have, I try to keep in real good shape. I keep them organized, clean, running functionally. I take pride in the way things look. But that's even more about me now than anything, because I have a hard time. Let's take my camper, for example. I have a hard time living in my little camper, my home, if it's not organized and clean. It gets me all flustered. And part of that's obviously because of the size of it. But for whatever, even when I owned a regular home, it was the same thing. My office at my work, if I don't keep my workspace, my business clean, it drives me crazy. But again, I'm going down a different rabbit hole here. That's me. But really, when is enough enough? Have you asked yourself that before? Are you trying to keep up with the Jones all the time? You got to live day by day, I believe, and not worry about everybody else and what they got, and really take note of what you believe enough is, because you can chase this until the day you die. You go down a deep rabbit hole with that. But that's all I got for today. Just wanted to ask you that and see where you're at with all that. I don't know. For me, this is definitely enough. When I get up in the morning, I have to go for a walk. I get to relax. We're not going to get into what I make for a living, my yearly income or anything like that. But it's enough where I can live the lifestyle I want, which is simple. And that goes back to the video I made a couple of days ago. And I can give back to the community. I can give back to people. I'm in a comfortable position for all that. And that's enough. So, hey, that's it for today. As always, I appreciate you stopping by and taking time, spending time with me. I hope you're living a good life and you're living the best version of yourself. That's something you constantly got to work on, and keep doing it. Live the best you. Be the best version of you. Take care.